So here's a story that scared the shit out of me. Computer virus infects U.S. military drone fleet. That seems like it might be a little bit of a problem. This is from The Hill. They say a computer virus has reportedly infected the U.S. military drone fleet, Wired.com reported, citing 3 sources familiar with the matter. The military's host-based security system detected the virus 2 weeks ago, according to the news outlet, which added that it so far has not appeared to affect overseas missions. So far has not appeared to affect overseas missions by either interfering with the pilot's navigation or leaking classified information. Network security specialists, however, tell Wired that the virus keeps returning to computers at Creech Air Force Base in Nevada, despite repeated attempts to remove it. We keep wiping it off, and it keeps coming back, a source familiar with the network infection said. We think it's benign, but we just don't know. Specialists are reportedly still trying to determine if the virus is a so-called keylogger that could have been entered into the code either intentionally or by accident, or if it's run-of-the-mill malware that made its way into the system. You know, I'm an idiot about this kind of stuff, admittedly. I don't know much about this kind of stuff, but it is concerning to me that it's like every other day now I see a story about something like this that I think that shouldn't have even been in the realm of possibility. Like the fucking Equifax thing. Like, oops, millions of people's information. Woohoo, what are we gonna do? Just, like, don't fucking get in business like that if you can't keep up with the security. And then my friend who doesn't know about stuff like this says it's difficult because, you know, the threats change and so you have to evolve with the threats. So motherfucker, evolve with the threats. Like, that seems like a very important thing. I have people-sensitive information. So, like, job number 1 is make sure that shit doesn't get compromised. And they can't fucking do it. And this happens over and over. And now military drones. Whoops! What are we gonna do? It looks like there was a mistake and now it's infected with a virus. Uh-oh. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of, you know, how, like, what happened in Fukushima, what happened in 3 Mile Island, or... Is it 3 Mile or 5 Mile? I think it's 3, but I don't know. Where... Chernobyl, it's like we have these amazing feats of human engineering. Like, ooh, look, nuclear reactors, wow. And then, well, and don't worry because we have this fail-safe mechanism and this fail-safe mechanism and, you know, this is basically, you can't mess these things up. Titanic. Oh, yes, it's a big ship, it's a modern feat of engineering, but don't worry, it's basically, you know, sink-proof. It can't sink. And what ends up happening is, you know, some of these things end up getting fucked up. And your fail-safe didn't fucking work. And then we're caught with this situation where there's radioactive garbage being spewed all day long. You know, it just drives me crazy that why are we doing this if we can't ensure that it's going to be okay? But, you know, that's a silly point to make because this is... Like, these are used for massacring people. And unfortunately, 90% of the time it gets the wrong people is from the drone memos. Internally, the U.S. government's like, yeah, 90% the wrong people. That's who we got. So, you know, I guess we wouldn't even be able to tell if the virus was affecting it in a negative way. Because what's going to happen? We were killing 90% the wrong people, but since our drones were infected with a virus, now we get 93% the wrong people. How are we going to tell? It might even be a decrease. Hey, we got 85% the wrong people now. It's functioning better since it was infected with a virus. Yeah, this is just scary shit, man. I don't like this.